Welcome, everyone, to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. Do you love VR? Some of us do, some of us don't know, some of us don't care. But do you love VR? Because Mark Zuckerberg is banking on the fact that you love VR so much that you want VR at work. Because they're working on a new project, Project Cambria, which is supposed to be the next, Meta Quest headset. Not designed for gamers, but designed for the workforce. I think Microsoft tried to do something like this, just not without a headset. I think they called it HoloLens. I don't see that a whole lot adopted into businesses yet. So I don't know what Mark Zuckerberg's thinking, that businesses are going to adopt this. That's the whole world trying to adopt. It's Mark Zuckerberg trying to shove the metaverse down your throat more. If you have a hard enough time, this has to be how the boardroom meeting went, right? We've had such a hard time getting gamers to adopt VR. Let's throw it in the workplace. Let's make their bosses force them to use headsets in VR. That's the only thing I could think of that happened in this boardroom. And everybody clapped, and Mark Zuckerberg was on this podium doing his little hero pose as everybody's chanting Mark Zuckerberg. Instead, the world out there is chanting, what the fuck? That's what the world is chanting. Like, that's what we really want at work, right? We don't want monitors anymore. We all want to sit at our desk with a headset on in a perpetual meeting all day, so your boss can walk by you in the metaverse with you and your headset on, in your fake avatar, in your surrogate, if you will, just typing away, and he could see when you're not working again. You're not in the metaverse. You're not working. Your boss is looking for you because you weren't at your meta desk. He doesn't care if you were in the meta bathroom taking a meta dump. You weren't at your meta desk. He's not happy with you.
Johnson, are you taking a metal loaf?
Right. You got to keep your headset on even when you go to the bathroom, people. The headset is not allowed to be removed during work hours. You must eat your lunch with the headset on. You must drive home from work with the headset on, So I don't get this move because from what I understand, Project Cambria is going to be more expensive than the Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2 now that they've rebranded everything, which is, I think it's like $300 for that thing if you want this Quest 2. I don't see a business adopting this, right? I mean, I guess if their intention is replacing monitors with this, but the VR headsets are not the most comfortable thing in the world to wear for an 8-hour, 9-hour workday, even if it's like 2-hour-long sessions, or even if it's for meetings. If you're replacing a monitor with this, then yeah, you have to wear it at all times to work. So I don't know what their plan is and how they plan to pitch this to corporations and businesses. I mean, is this the next wave in controlling your remote workers? Is that, everybody has to have a VR headset on so your boss can see what you're doing and making sure you're at your meta desk and and all kinds of other stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's going to turn into this whole surrogate movie world, right? At that point where everybody is just, you're plugged in 24/7. At work, you got to wear your headset. When you go home to play your games, you're wearing your headset. And at one point or another, your lines are going to be blurred between what's your real self and what's your surrogate at this point, right? You think we have a mental health crisis now? Wait until the world is all completely virtual and we're stuck in a perpetual, is this me or is this my avatar? Or my boss is micromanaging me through the metaverse. I don't know. I don't see how this is a smart move for Mark Zuckerberg, but he's been making some crappy moves here lately anyway, and his company's he's losing a lot of valuation and stuff. I think he's grasping at straws and he's trying to sell this metaverse thing for an already failing VR solution. And what I mean by failing, it's not a bad idea. It's just a niche idea for gaming. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's outside the reach of most gamers, right? Yes, you can download and play games on this, but if you really want a proper gaming experience, you have to have it driven by a computer that can power VR, and that limits its availability, right? You're going to spend $1,000 on a gaming computer. Next thing you know, you need to pump out another $300 for a headset, plug it into there. Or if you really want to go for the GOAT and you're buying a Valve Index for another $1,000, VR is still outside of the realm of the average market, I would say, for most people. I would like to have VR, but I don't want to spend an extra $1,000 for it. I'm kind of interested in a PSVR 2, but that's for gaming. I don't want to wear the thing while I'm working. So I know Shane's going to be super negative about this because I can see him as Uncle Sam controlling. But Nick, what do you think about having to work with the headset on all day? Or if your company was like, we're replacing all monitors with the Project Cambria headset, whatever it comes out, MetaQuest 3 or MetaQuest bend you over, whatever version it comes out with. What are your thoughts on that?
No, thank you. For gaming in general, like I've played VR, we have a Quest 2, my son has one, and it's fun. Like it's cool. We had a PSVR 2 as well, but for me, like I can only play it for like maybe the longest period of time would be about an hour. After when it gets close to that hour long play session, I am completely done with that headset. Like I don't want to put it on. I'm done. It's off my head. It's gone. So having in the workplace would be stupid. In the workplace, I even hate turning on my webcam. Like I don't. Like I refuse to. You get on a meeting, everyone's webcam's on. I'm like, no, mine doesn't work. Because I'm like, you don't need to see me. We're talking. We're having a conversation. You don't need to see my face. And so, yeah, I mean, even though this is the metaverse where we can have our avatars, Shane could be a woman like he always wanted to be, but it's stupid. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Mark Zuckerberg's thinking. I really don't. I mean, you're exactly right. He's trying to push this metaverse. Like he came out with the metaverse, a while back where he started talking about it. He had that whole big thing where he talked about the metaverse and showed off himself in the metaverse and all that weird crap that happened there. And now, everyone went, ooh, okay. And then he's like, crap, that didn't work. Meta everything, and he's just trying to shove it down there. And like, exactly right. He's just trying to incorporate something that, I'm sorry, is probably it's going to be a very hard sell. And this is not just for Facebook's metaverse. This is for like, we talked about before with Epic and Lego and Sony investing in the metaverse and all this metaverse talk that we hear about all the freaking time. The problem is a lot of companies out there don't know what the metaverse is or what the idea is. The same as NFTs, and same with NFTs and the other thing. I can't think of it. Maybe I'm just thinking of the metaverse, but those things out there that those taglines that we've had for this year that they just want to throw out there as these buzzwords, basically. And when no company knows exactly what it is that they're trying to create, Mark Zuckerberg says, hey, we can go into the metaverse and do what? Do the stuff we already do now, but we're in a virtual world instead of in a virtual world with a monitor, right? We're wearing it on our head. I mean, in a workplace, yeah. I mean, you could not, employees would riot having to wear, a headset all day, right? A lot of your average Joe workers are not gamers or, even computer enthusiasts or technical enthusiasts, technology and stuff like that. Even people today, it's hard for them to buy the latest smartphone, right? Those people that are really into it are on the bleeding edge. They have the newest Samsung and the newest Apple, but most everybody has like, are still rocking the Samsung Galaxy, 10s or, the Apple 9s or something like that. Cause they don't give a crap about the bleeding edge, the newest stuff. Like we do, we like the newest stuff. So, I mean, it may not be a phone, but it could be something else that we have the newest thing as soon as it comes out to the market. But for making a headset for the workplace, I don't see how you can integrate or how that would be a hard sell for a company. What are they going to use that for? What type of integration are they going to have? And what kind of business need are they going to have, right? What's going to be the business need for this? Other than what Pat said, just checking in on your employees. If they're not in the metaverse, they're not working. But other than that, what's the whole point of having it? I mean, it doesn't serve a purpose. It has you're not trying to, you're not solving a problem because there is no problem. You're introducing this to say, hey, you need these. And then the company's going to say, why? And you're going to say, well, because the metaverse, right? That's really all you have. There's not a problem that needs to be solved and this is going to solve it, is what I'm saying. So it has I think at this point, you're exactly right. I think Mark Zuckerberg is just reaching for straws. He's really wanting to, I think he's just invested a lot in this whole metaverse thing. And now he's trying to sell it, right? And he's trying to sell it in any way he possibly can. So far, he's failing in that. And I think ultimately he's going to fail in that. It's better. He'd probably be better off just to kind of give up on that and move on. But he's really trying to sell this whole metaverse thing. Good luck to you, man. But I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. What do you think, Shane?
I think it's meta stupid. So, it's like you guys work in the tech field. You sit on a computer doing computer things. So, are you going to be on a computer, in a computer, doing computer things?
We physically
stupid.
sit on the computers.
Now, I work in the architecture field, so I could see VR in some aspects, but I'm not going to sit there and try to, design an exterior facade on a building in VR. It would have to be a hell of a, program to be able to do that. I mean, if, I've got this goggle on my head and I'm sitting here doing this, at work, they don't know if I'm tuning in Tokyo or putting in Windows. It's stupid. The whole metaverse thing is just like Pat said. There's a movie called Surrogates. You have to check it out. It's a Bruce Willis movie, but don't let that hold you back. It is a really good movie and it's pretty interesting. The world, everybody's living in a VR headset, basically. That's where the world is at. Ready Player One. I mean, everybody, including their aunt and uncle and grandparents, are living in this video game world. And is that really what we need? I mean, does it truly have a purpose? In the architecture field, you could design something, put a helmet on, goggles, whatever, and you could walk through the virtual building and see what it's going to be like. That's cool. That's interesting. That is not meta. That is just cool. That is something that could be utilized in a way that does help with that field. But working in it, living in it, that kind of crap, that's pointless. And I love my Quest 2. With my son's Quest 2, but he plays it so much before I can put it on, I have to clean it out because he's got all that sweat in there after an hour of gameplay. So it's disgusting, and I mean, is that going to work for you guys to be able to sit there and sweat in a basically a jock strap for your head for 8 hours a day? No, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for me. I don't understand the push for meta. I don't understand the push for NFTs. These are buzzwords. These are catch things that people are trying to use to just gather quick cash. Because guess what? Meta ain't going to last. NFTs ain't going to last. We've already been seeing that crap drop, which is funny. That one dude lost how many millions? Screw him. That's what you get. There's certain things VR is really good for. I can see great uses for. Perfectly acceptable. And VR can be great for games. VR can be great for education. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I can't because I'm poor. So I can put on a headset and tour Shibuya and stuff like that. That would be cool and interesting. We would all love something like that for a little bit. But nobody wants to work in it. Nobody wants to live in it. Nobody wants to socialize in it. I mean, we play games together online. That's as meta as we want to be. I don't want to put on my jock strap on my face and try to pretend I'm living in this world. I mean, I don't want to live in a game world. I want to live in the real world playing games. So, but hey, that's just me.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to sell this. I can see it being sold as kind of, you mentioned, Shane, as like an experience, right? You draw a building up and you want somebody to take a virtual tour of it, right? You can have a virtual meeting with the headsets on, have them have a tour, but that's a one-off, right? I mean, I know where they're kind of going with this. At least I think I do. I think they're going to the point to where they want to have virtual meetings in the metaverse, in virtual conference rooms for all their remote employees, and everybody's going to be on VR headsets. But a company has to invest in that and buy those for their employees, and then it's not cost effective, right? What makes it more? What makes this cost effective for me to buy for an employee for meetings when they can very well do the thing that Nick hates, and that's turn on your webcams. If they really want to see people in their work environment, and not looking like they just rolled out of bed or they're taking the meeting from their bed, is that people use their webcams. How are you going to say, because Mark Zuckerberg had said that the Project Cambria headset is going to be more expensive than the Meta Quest 2, in my opinion, that puts it out of the market of most companies, right? The only way I could see this being cost effective is eliminating monitors on a computer. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to wear a headset all day long for work. It's just, I guarantee you they can't make it that comfortable.
No, they'd have to put a damn built-in air conditioner.
Right. Your head's going to sweat from wearing the band. Wearing safety glasses for a long enough period gives me a headache because it's something I'm not used to, being pressed against the side of my head and face and stuff like that. And so I've had that problem working in plant and manufacturing jobs where stuff like that's even annoying. So I can only imagine having to wear a headset for hours and hours upon the day where, glasses, you get used to those, right? But they don't squeeze your head or anything. But, imagine having something.
They get sore after a while on your nose and on the, bakes in the backs of your ears.
So,
and these aren't bad, but I don't like wearing them all the time.
But now you think of something that's strapped to your head and then hold on to the back, and then it's got a headset over the top of it. And you just got this whole gear setup just to work remote or whatever they're going to do. Because, you can't have it for just remote employees, right? If you have in-office and remote employees, your in-office people have to have a headset so they can see the people in the meta that's working remote, or else we're going to have holographic conference rooms before long, right? We're all going to be beamed into a chair in this conference room so we can see each other's avatar. And I don't know. I don't get it. And I think it's another doom to failure idea, because HoloLens never took off, right? Microsoft's been working on that forever and it never did take off. And I thought, this is kind of cool technology, but there's just no market for it.
Well, in Microsoft's defense, though, they weren't really developing that as a mainstay product. It was just all experimental that got really cool. And they were trying to find uses for it. So they never were like, all right, you can do this with it and try to push it into the market. Well, and it was all experimental, from what I understood.
They're actually on the version 2 of the HoloLens now, and you can actually buy it. And they do sell it, and they sell it mostly, from what I understand, engineering firms and stuff like that, so they can correspond and show off models of works and renderings and stuff like that. But it's an AR system, right? It's not a whole like VR system. It's augmented reality. And so you wear it just for that session, and you take it off and you go about your regular day. I don't know how Mark Zuckerberg is going to pitch this as a great idea. It gets you back more into pretending. I don't know. You get to pretend at work now. You make your avatar, make it whatever you want. I can go to work in my not shining suit of armor, or whatever, because that's my avatar. My avatar is for work and play, and I'm going to go to work in my avatar. My avatar is a Dragon Knight, he's in dragon armor, and I show up to the meeting and just open up my visor or whatever, I don't know. I don't get it, but I don't see the benefit that a company's going to buy in on this at all. Even the company that we work for, we are shifted to a remote workforce where the majority of the company is still remote, and they will stay remote and things like that. So, I don't see a benefit even added for our company, which is a majority remote-based employer at this point. And even the places that are the same as us, they're just not going to buy into this. You'll have a lot of pushback from employees. Some warranted, some not, right? Some of the people are just stuck in their ways and they're not wanting to adopt new technology. And I don't believe that's what's going to happen here. I don't believe that. We're gamers. We love new technology. And I'm all about it, but I just cannot see this being a valid piece of technology that's helps with productivity and morale of a team and department. I think you're going to have the opposite effect on it because it will be used for micromanagement tasks. Just like I said, it's not going to be used for the betterment of the team. It's going to be used for tracking people and doing their jobs. Because like I said, if you're not in the metaverse, you're not working. If I don't see your avatar at your desk, then that means you're not working. More micromanagement. That's what we all need in our work environment. More micromanagement. I don't know. I don't see it being a viable solution. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg has better, grander visions and ideas than I do. I mean, he is a billionaire and he did create Facebook, which is the, somehow.
I think he stole Facebook. Actually,
I think it was something similar to that. But he had the idea and he ran with it. And he made it as an IP, and he brought it public, and it's made him billions of dollars. And he's made good choices as far as making money. I don't know about his moral or whatever choices, but that's neither here nor there. I don't care. That's his thing to live with. But he seems to know what he's doing, and I just don't see this vision. And that's probably, what they always say about people who are visionaries, and they're really they're eccentric. They're above. They see things differently than we do. But I think at some point he sees things a lot differently than the average public does, and we don't see this at least we don't as a group see this as a viable option. And hopefully companies don't either, because we don't need this in our work life. Niche market, yes, maybe, but not in a standard everyday work life. You guys got any?
Nope.
Yep.
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I agree. That's it.
No, I'll pass on it. Resident Evil 4 is really cool in VR. Work is not. So,
well, Shane, if your boss said you can work 100% remote if you adopt this technology, would you do it?
I will be laying in bed putting crap together on a building.
So you would adopt it then, right? You would, if your boss said you can work 100% from remote, as long as you adopt the VR headset.
If he doesn't mind me laying in bed, sure.
He won't know you're in bed, right? He'll never know you're in bed.
Oh, I'll send him pictures.
Your VR is snapping pictures of your surrounding and be like, Shane, are you still in bed? Yeah. Is my work getting done? Yeah, okay.
And you're shooting zombies too. Make it to where zombies come in while you're trying to build the house.
Right? He's like, oh, I added some zombies into this one for a little fun.
I do like to do that in Photoshop sometimes, hide little things here and there.
Nick, would you adopt the VR headset if your boss said you had to come back into the office or adopt VR?
That would be rough.
Yeah, that would be rough. I do like my remote. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I don't want to go back into the office. Plus, she doesn't even live here.
But that's what I'm saying. She would have her own office or, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. If your boss said you have to come back in the office or adopt the VR headset lifestyle, the meta lifestyle, you have to adopt the meta lifestyle or come back into the office.
To stay home, I guess I would strap on the jock strap.
Right. I think that's probably the only way that they're going to get adoption, but it's going to be under protest, right? Because, I can see it now. There's a whole new slew of Dr. Gill claims of medical issues. My neck hurts. This thing is squeezing my head. I got permanent migraines because of this headset, wearing it for 8 hours a day and stuff like that.
Everything smells like balls because I've been sweating this thing.
I have a permanent broke out rash on my forehead where it sits, because I sweat all the time.
I was going to say like face acne or something like that.
I got a friar tuck haircut because my hair won't grow where the strap's at, or anything anymore. I got this little band of hair that won't grow around the my head, So I don't know how it will work, but we will see. Only time will tell what Mr. Zuckerberg thinks that the world will do with his headset. I think he's going to find that it's extremely niche, like Microsoft did with their HoloLens. Obviously, it's profitable enough, or it gets enough attention for Microsoft that it's still being developed and worked on, and they're up to version 2. So maybe Mark Zuckerberg's hoping there's enough people interested in it, and maybe he's thinking that there's enough people that are interested in the metaverse that will adopt this headset outside of work, right? Because it's for productivity, whether that's running your metaverse Etsy shop or whatever you're going to run, through the metaverse, or for all those people who love broadcasting their everyday mundane life on the metaverse. You're going to be able to walk to the metaverse and be like, check out my dinner. And you don't have to snap it with your phone anymore. You can just show it in the metaverse, and
there's my dinner. There's my dinner again.
Right. So, you're not going to have an OnlyFans anymore. You're going to have a metaverse OnlyFans. We're out of metafans, which means they see everything every day, all day, So I don't know.
Yep.
There's a line outside of Pornhub.
Man, that thing's wrapped around the building a couple of times. We're not going to get into that site for a while. You know?
Oh crap.
Oh gosh. Anybody else?
Ticket.
Right? Anybody else got anything else? I think we could probably go round and round with the puns for the metaverse before the end of the night.
Nope. They can kiss my meta butt.
Shane's only hope for going remote is the metaverse, so we'll see. All right. Let us know what you think. Would you be okay working your job in the metaverse if some things can't be done in the metaverse, right? You're not going to run them. You're not going to work the factory floor in the metaverse, right? I can't see a factory floor position with a bunch of guys pulling stuff off the line with metaverse headsets on. It's probably a OSHA violation waiting to happen. You can't see what's 2 feet in front of your face. But a lot of people that have like desk or office jobs, what do you think? Would you take the headset to work remote from your house? Would you be willing to do that? And what do you think about a company that would force that onto their staff? Do you think that that's something that's possible? Let us know what your thoughts are on the metaverse and working in the metaverse, living in the metaverse, whatever they're talking, whatever they think they're going to do with the metaverse, it's all theoretical, hypothetical. And would she, whatever. I don't know. It's freaking mind boggling, whatever he's thinking of that I can't wrap my head around it. So let us know what you think. And as always, don't forget, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell for notification. And as always, hope you enjoyed this episode and hope to catch you in the next one.
Meta see ya.